Imagine, if you don't already, depending on the bus stop a few blocks away to get to your work, shopping, appointments, most anything outside of your home life. Now imagine that one day you find a paper sign taped to the pole saying this bus stop is no longer in use. How does this happen out of the blue? This is the reality for many people, particularly those of the global majority and low-income households. Planning processes that decide bus routes or even the existence of a bus system at all are largely opaque and invisible, even though they play such a huge role in our everyday lives. How can individuals who depend on these systems influence these decisions? My research into mobility justice and equity started with frameworks that help agencies and municipalities connect with the people who are affected by their planning decisions. I also read up on methods for organizing communities for self-advocacy, other methods for involving the public in planning decisions, and outcomes of various attempts to implement these methods. I then used aspects of these frameworks to evaluate the community outreach work that was done around bus rapid transit in San Francisco and in Oakland. However, today I am focusing on the underlying mobility justice work that can be applied to all transit projects. Justice and equity focused organizations, as well as transit advocacy groups like the Green Lining Institute, the Untokening Convening, and Transit Center have been publishing frameworks for doing this work. All of these frameworks boil down to the same basic idea, that any transit project must be planned in conjunction with the affected community. And any equitable project will work with community members before professional planners. Cities like Oakland and Portland are beginning to develop projects this way by asking the community what their biggest barriers are to mobility and then co-creating solutions that fit the community's needs. But this is a slow and humbling process for people who are used to making top-down decisions based on quantifiable data. It means discussions, truly listening to a community's needs, and being ready to bridge gaps when conflicts arise, because they will. Community feedback is messy. For the bus rapid transit systems I am studying, some folks want dedicated bus lanes, others want to keep the existing parking spaces on the street. How does a planner decide how to move forward in a situation like this? We come back to mobility, justice, and equity. It is crucial that planners understand the historic inequities in the neighborhoods their plans affect and ensure that they are making decisions that work to remediate these inequities rather than deepen them. Planners working together with community members to overcome historic barriers, working bottom up instead of top down, is how we build mobility justice for all. Thank you.